The government is proposing reforms to building safety law. These will protect people who live in high-rise buildings, and they will give new duties to the people who are responsible for the safety of those buildings. At the heart of the building safety reforms is the creation of the Building Safety Regulator, or the BSR in England. HSE has been involved from the beginning, providing operational health and safety advice and assistance to the emergency services when the tragedy at Grenfell Tower happened, and since then as advisors to government and Dame Judith Hackitt's Building a Safer Future review. For over 45 years, HSE has put people's lives first. The BSR will draw on that experience and HSE's track record of effective, proportionate, evidence-based regulation. The BSR will be the regulator for high-rise buildings in England. These are buildings with 7 or more stories, or that are 18 metres or more in height. They include residential and mixed-use buildings. And during design and construction or major refurbishment, the BSR will regulate building standards in hospitals and care settings that meet the height condition. Working with other regulators and partners such as local authorities, fire and rescue services, and building control bodies, the BSR will provide a robust and proportionate regime throughout the life cycle of a building. The new regulatory process will introduce decision points while a building is being planned, designed and built, and when it is occupied. At the subsequent decision points, the BSR will assess whether duty holders are properly considering building safety and meeting the regulations. And there'll be a final decision point when the building has been completed to make sure it's safe for people to live in it. Also, as part of planning reforms, HSE is now a statutory consultee for high-rise buildings and provides advice on fire safety matters. Those responsible for the safety of buildings will retain a golden thread of information to identify, understand, manage and mitigate building safety risks throughout the life cycle of the building. Each residential high-rise building will have an accountable person. They'll be responsible for managing the building's safety by preventing and reducing fire spread and structural failures, to limit the consequences on the people living in and around the building. Under the future regime, residents will have access to more information about the safety of their building and be more involved in the management of risks in their building. They will be provided with effective routes to challenge their building owners on issues of fire and structural safety, and if necessary, escalate their concerns directly to the BSR. As well as being the regulator for these buildings, the BSR will advise government and oversee and influence the competence and performance of the whole built environment. We will make sure that our staff and regulatory partners have the knowledge, skills, experience and behaviours they need to deliver effective and proportionate regulatory outcomes. The BSR will place people at the heart of its delivery. We will work to make sure residents are safe and feel safe in their homes.